Welcome to Impart Math Knowledge. Before watching this video, subscribe my channel and share this to your friends. Statistics is a collection, classification, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. The collected data can be classified according to the characteristics and then presented in the form of tables as well as diagrams and graphs. I am going to discuss about diagrammatic representation of data. Diagrams are more attractive and impressive. Even a layman person can understand and compare the given data quickly. Diagrams are of different types: one-dimensional or bar diagrams, two-dimensional or area diagrams, three-dimensional or volume diagrams, pictograms and cartograms. Bar diagram. This is the pictorial representation of a data in the form of vertical or horizontal bars. The length of the bars are equivalent to the measure of data. Bar diagrams are of different types. The first one is simple bar diagram. This is used to represent the data involving only one variable. Say for example, the food grain production for different years. The magnitude of a quantity represented by a height or length of bars. The bars are separated from each other by equal intervals. Now I am going to explain simple bar diagram through simple example. The Physical Education Department of the college conducted a survey to know the favorite sports, both indoor and outdoor, of the students. The details of the survey given in the table. Draw a simple bar diagram. Here some sports and number of students detail is given. 60 students, the favorite game is football. For 70 students, the favorite game is chess. Like that, the details are given. We have to draw a simple bar diagram for this data. For a simple bar diagram, first you have to draw horizontal line. This is x-axis. Vertical line represents y-axis. Y-axis is the interested number of students for the particular game. In the data, the maximum value is 75. So you have to mark the value accordingly. X-axis represents sports. There are some 7 sports. In the given data, football is favorite for some 60 students. So you mark 60 is some point here. So you have to draw a vertical bar. For 75 students, favorite game is cricket. 75 is some point here. After 70 and 80, you mark the dark line. This is 75. So you have to draw a rectangular bar. $75. 50 students are very much interested in playing basketball. 50 is some point here. So you draw a vertical bar. This is 50. Next, 65 students are very much interested in volleyball. 65 is some point here. After 60, you have one dark line. There you mark. This is 65. Draw a rectangular bar for that. Chess is favorite for some 70 students. So 70 is some point here. draw a vertical bar. Some 25 students are very much interested in table tennis. 25 is some point here in between 20 and 30. So you draw a vertical bar for that. Badminton is favorite for some 20 students. 20 is some point here. So you draw a vertical bar for that. From this diagram, we can say that 75 students very much interested in playing cricket. 70 students are interested in chess, and some 65 students are interested in volleyball, and 60 students are interested in football, and 50 students are interested in basketball, and 25 students are interested in table tennis, and badminton is favorite for some 20 students. You have to mention that what X represents and what Y represents. Here X is sports, Y is number of students interested in particular game. You can even give some shades or colors to this vertical bars. In this way, you can shade or color the vertical bars. From this diagram, we can say that more number of students interested in cricket and less number of students interested in playing badminton. Simple bar diagram always deals with only one variable. Say for example, population of the country for different years. If it is a single variable means you always go with a simple bar diagram. Next one, multiple bar diagram. In a multiple bar diagram, two or more sets of interrelated data are represented. It facilitates comparison between more than one item or phenomena. We can use different shade or colors to distinguish the data. A footnote has to be given explaining the markings or colorings. For each attribute, two or more bars representing a separate character or groups are to be placed side by side. Multiple bar diagram is an extension of simple bar diagram. Say for example, the number of corona patients in the month of April, May, June in China. This is a single variable, the number of patients in China for 3 months. So for these kind of problem, we go with the simple bar diagram. Suppose the number of COVID-19 patients in the month of April, May, June for India, Italy, China. In this data, 3 different countries are involving. So we have to go with the multiple bar diagram. Multiple bar diagram always deals with more than one set. Now I will explain the multiple bar diagram through some example. The problem goes like this. The following table shows the pass percentage of students in the university exams during the year 2001 to 2004. Draw a suitable bar diagram. Here the pass percentage of different subjects is given. So we have to draw a multiple bar diagram for this data. First you draw horizontal line. Horizontal line denotes x-axis. This x-axis represents year. Vertical line denotes y-axis and y represents pass percentage of the students. In the given data, maximum value is 90. So you have to mark the value up to 100. Horizontal represents year 2001, 2002, 2003 and 2004. Y-axis represents pass percentage of the students of different subjects. Here we have pass percentage of 3 subjects: accountancy, statistics and finance management. For the year 2001, pass percentage for accountancy is 70. 70 is some point here. Pass percentage for statistics is 50. 50 is some point here. and finance management is 80. 80 is some point here. Draw a vertical bar. For the year 2001, pass percentage for the accountancy is 70. Pass percentage for statistics is 50. And pass percentage for finance management is 80. Similarly, we have to draw the bars for the other years. For the year 2002, pass percentage for accountancy is 65. 65 is some point here. Pass percentage for statistics is 70. And pass percentage for finance management is 85. So 85 is some point here. So you have to draw a bar. For the year 2002, pass percentage for accountancy is 65. Pass percentage for statistics is 70. Pass percentage for finance management is 85. Now for the year 2003, pass percentage for accountancy is 75. 75 is some point here. Pass percentage for statistics is 60. Pass percentage for finance management is 70. You have to draw a rectangular bar. For the year 2003, pass percentage for accountancy is 75, statistics 60, finance management is 70. Now for the year 2004, pass percentage for accountancy is 80, statistics 75, finance management is 90. Now draw a vertical bar for the year 2004. So for the year 2004, pass percentage for accountancy is 80, statistics 75, finance management is 90. You can give different shade for different subjects. After shading or coloring, you have to give the footnote for the markings. So orange is for accountancy, green is for statistics, brown is for finance management. So if you have more than one variable, you go with the multiple bar diagram. You can even compare the data. For the year 2001, the pass percentage for the FM is 80. But in the year 2004, the pass percentage is 90. It is increasing. Similarly, I can check it with the pass percentage for the year 2002, statistics is 70. Pass percentage for the 2003 is 60. It is decreasing. Like that, I can compare the data.